I am Ritesh Chawla. I am going to talk about a very important topic which is very close to my heart. And of course, I am mentoring and helping thousands of students to help and choose right subjects, okay, which are really aligned with your long-term career goals and basically which are also aligned with your interest, aptitude, and personality. If you pick up something which is not aligned, then you may end up dropping maybe after a year or maybe after 3 months or something like that. So why to take such a decision which is not really aligned to your long-term career goal? So today, without taking much of time, I would try and showcase some of the slide where we can correlate that how we can a right bus to our destination. Because if we board wrong bus, then certainly we are going to arrive to a destination which we don't want to go, right? So I'll just quickly, Arun, if you can help me give the host right, I will just share my screen.
You have the host
All
right.
right. Thank you. Great. So, okay. So, like I said, we will talk about stream selection. Okay. So, very important slide, right? Audience. So career planning start right from class 9th when, or rather as early as 7th, 8th, if you are very aware. If not, like I see and I come across a lot of students. In fact, 80% of the student who will say that I choose subjects in class 10th only, or at the end of the class 10th, or I start planning in the beginning of the class 10th. Uh, that is very, very important if you start planning little early, because that give you a sense of clarity. And how we should plan, one should plan, that I will probably talk about during the end of the conversation. But how it should look like, the way it is supposed to look, that you finish your school, you choose a program, then you finish a program, get a job, work and retire. But it doesn't really work like that. How does it go? Generally, people will pick up some of the stream, then they will go back to their teacher and they will say, oh, I'm not really enjoying. But what happened? Why they say that? Because you choose subjects in class 11 based upon your academic performance in class 10th, right? And that is in the most of the cases which I personally come across, right? And when we talk about, let's suppose, maths in class 10th and science in class 10th, and the way it changes in class 11th is absolutely dawn to dusk. Like, it is like the difficulty level goes up, really goes up. In 3 months, most of the cases, they come back to the teacher or the principal, and then they say that, oh, this is the wrong stream, wrong bus, I boarded. But they are the brave enough who really come forward and they admit that this was something which we cannot really do, right? It means we are in a wrong bus. So they may change their subject, but some of them will drag with wrong subjects. And what will happen if you drag with the wrong subjects? Then your academic performance will go low. You will be very low with your motivation and aspiration to become something, right? So what happens is, now we will come to the second part of it, that how it goes for most of us, right? And what is the common scenario? That somebody will finish the school, let's suppose whatever stream they have taken, then they will take a program for 3 or 4 years of graduation. But some of you, what you will do, you will drop an year and you will prepare for your aspirational program to get an aspirational college of your choice. So just to clarify here, I will say most of the kids for who are preparing or who are aspiring for JE and NEET, what they will do, they will drop an year to get a better score so that they can either make into a government medical college, or let's suppose they can make into one of the premium IIT, or if they get into IIT, so they can actually then they drop an year to get into a desirable program like BTech in computer science. So that is another scenario. But let's suppose, and there is another scenario, that somebody will, right after class 12, they will pick up some of the graduation program, but then they will drop in here to prepare for PG, and they will score good. They will focus on, let's suppose, IIM, they will do MBA, and then they will take up a job. But here, some of the people, they will do a very common mistake. Like I come across a lot of student every year. For example, I will take example of a NEET aspirant. somebody who have scored, let's suppose 280 or 300, and you really need 680 to get a government college in NEET, then what will you do? You will drop an year and then you will prepare again for the year long NEET program, and then you will reappear, and basis on your score, you will choose the college. But in most of the cases, what happens is it is very important us to realize that what is the level of my aptitude, what is my scholastic level, how many hours I can, study uninterrupted. What is my level of focus? We really ignore and surpass the facts, and what we'll do is, okay, मैं एक साल drop कर लेता हूँ and I will really score and I will match the score of 680. But that happens only with less than 1% student, and they then are able to manage a government college. But most of the student, they from 300, they cannot really jump to 680. I cannot say that all of them, but a very, very few, like less than 1%, as I mentioned. So how this should look like a straight line, but this become a roller coaster ride for most of the student because of lack of career planning. So career planning is very, very important. And this stepping stone starts from, class ninth. One should start looking into that what really they want to do in their long-term career goal. And accordingly, they should pick up the subject. Okay. Now, why career planning is important? Because it's not an option anymore, right? You really need to take control of your raft. Otherwise, it will get flipped, right? And if you want to become a winner, you really have to act. If you don't act, you can't become a winner, because most of the cases, people really procrastinate. Okay, I will see. अभी तो बहुत time है. अभी I am in class 9. अभी क्या जल्दी है? Then you will come in class 10, right? By the time you are appearing for your pre-boards, this is the right time. Then you will start thinking for your stream selection, and then you have to actually make a choice, make a call, and you are not prepared. Then what will you do? Okay, I was really good at maths. Okay, let's take commerce with maths. Oh, I was really good at, science. I scored 85% or 90% in science. I will take science. These are the blunders that most of the kids, they end up doing, right? So that is why career planning is important. Now, these are some of the nuances of stream selection, that academic grades are not the best bet. I have seen students who are really good in science scoring 90, 95, but when it gets split into three major subjects as like PCM, physics, chemistry, and if you take, let's suppose, bio, then you actually realize the depth of the and the difficulty level of the subject. Then you realize, okay, this is absolutely difficulty level is really high as compared to class 10. Now I can't really do it. So academic grades cannot be the best parameter to choose or opt for the stream. Then your academic pathway would depend upon your choice, because what you are going to choose in class 11, accordingly, you are actually going to make a choice in your in your graduation program. So let's suppose if you are taking, if you have to do engineering, then of course you need to have some of the subjects which are required, like physics, maths, and chemistry. These are the three subjects which are required for engineering, right? Like I said, many people board the wrong bus, and of course, it cannot be done via the rule of elimination. Oh, मेरे को मैथ्स अच्छा नहीं लगता, तो ठीक है, कॉमर्स विदाउट मैथ्स ले लेते हैं, साइंस भी नहीं पढ़नी पड़ेगी. So elimination rule is also not fit for all, right? Generally, what school offers you in science is physics, chemistry, maths, and physics, chemistry, and bio, right? And for commerce student, what they offer is accounts, economics, business studies, with or without maths. I will roughly spend some about some 20 seconds so that you can take the screenshot of the slides which are going on. So humanities and arts, history, geography, political science, these are the major subject which is being offered by most of the school, because CBSE offers a large variety of the subjects, right? So there are only few subjects. So you may have some of more subject in your school, right, which they are offering. Then there could be some of the optional subjects with PCB, right? Psychology could be one, home science, maths, economics, biotech, fine arts, and physical education. Then when we talk about PCM, for let's suppose engineering, IT, mathematics, and pure science career student, you have some of the optional subjects like biotechnology, economics, computer science, physical education, home science and fine arts, right? Then it comes to commerce student, right? Which most of the student, I think they opt who are not clear. Every year I see कि there's one level of like one segment of student who will say, sir पता है science नहीं होगी मेरे से और humanities लूंगा so it will not look great in the society, so मैं commerce ले लेता हूँ. With or without math, that is invariable, but ठीक है मैं commerce ले लेता हूँ. So I'm talking about them and those also who are taking commerce by choice. So these are the like career option which we have defined the major career option: management, finance, accountancy, entrepreneurship, right? And these are the subject choices which you can go for the optional one. Maths could be one, IP, informatic practices, which is part of your computer, psychology, physical education, fine arts, etc. Then let's go to the next slide. Meanwhile, I will request to the audience, if you have any question, what you can do is you can drop in Q&A. So either in between or at the end of the session, I will pick up the question and I would love to answer all your question, right? Okay, so coming back to the humanities stream, economics, psychology, maths, home science, legal studies, fine arts, physical education, media studies, journalism, and sociology, right? So these are the subjects, and like if you can see in the subheading of the humanities, one word is written is infinite. There are actually infinite career option when it comes to humanities. There was a time, once upon there was a time when we used to talk about okay, science and commerce के बाद ही careers होते हैं, defined and streamlined career होते हैं. It's not anymore, right? Humanity does offer a lot of fancy career option which you may enjoy doing and you can really earn well with those career choices. And the best part is with humanities, you also have a very less academic burden as compared to PCM, PCB or commerce with maths, right? All right, moving next. So for us, it is very, very important to understand the direction in the world of work. So what kind of job you all will do does not exist as of now. Career has to be multidisciplinary. Okay, audience, I have a quick question. How many of you have recently been to McDonald's and KFC? Please raise your hand. Abdul, Arpita, even the parents, Reena, Nehal, Ryan. Quickly raise your hand. How many of you been to McDonald's and KFC? Only few. Vanshika, Vartika, Nehal, Ryan, Meher, Kavya. Okay. Now I can see few hands raised up. Okay. So you must have come across one change, right? One change is now you don't anymore order on the counter. Now you can raise down your hand, please. Now you can simply go and use the digital kiosk to place your order. It means those generic jobs are now out. Somebody with the generic skill set is not required because technology has replaced them, right? Now, if one job option has taken away, it means somebody who have curated that machine, somebody who have worked on the technology of that machine, somebody who have worked for the fabrication of that machine are going to get more work and there'll be more career option. So career option will remain exist, but it will change. The technology will impact big time. So the kind of job you would do may not exist at this point in time. So next important point is career would be multidisciplinary. You should all have essence of technology. It is very, very important for all of us. With the changing time, let's suppose the architect who used to work upon the big canvas using big tools, now they really need to understand the tools which are available on software using 3D drawings, helping their client visualize that how their house is going to look like. An interior designer, earlier they used to have all pen and paper and big charts they used to carry and they used to draw, but now they have to really help their clients to visualize how their house will look like, how they can, it is more like giving a virtual tour of their house that listen, your house will look like this after like 1 year once I will be done with your house. So you really need to have technology, if you are essence of technology, if you are an architect or an interior designer. Let's suppose if you are a commerce student, you again need to have technological essence in place, because the way the payment system has changed in India in past few years is incredible. Even I mean, India is really progressive in that sense. If you go to even a Golgappa hawker today, you go outside, agar aap Golgappe khane bhi jate ho, then you see that they are also having a small tag where they are accepting payment through QR codes and UPIs, right? So India काफी evolve हुआ है in terms of finance. So इसलिए career का multidisciplinary होना is very very important. Somebody who's really god of numbers but do not have tech aspect in the with their skill set, then it is really really difficult for them to kind of grow in their career. Their career will become really stagnant, right? STEM would cover 70% of the job in future, which means science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. People driven and technology driven, creativity driven businesses and careers will really lead. And there would be plenty of jobs, but very very different from today. Even if those who are student, and even if there are some parents, they know that first phone which you and I have used was Nokia, right? And uh, पर्सनली अगर मैं बोलूं तो मैं कभी भी एज्यूम नहीं कर सकता था दैट नोकिया कैन बी एवर रिप्लेस्ड. बट अगर आज की डेट में मैं देखता हूँ, हार्डली आई कम अक्रॉस एनीवन हु इज यूजिंग नोकिया एनीमोर, राइट? बिकॉज if you will not accept the change, you will be replaced, right? So of course you need to really work upon some of the skill set which are very very important. Now going forward, uh, PCM. Now I will very quickly move out so you can take the screenshot of the slides. Engineering is, of course, a very short career option for the PCM student, but there is an alternate. There are alternate rather. IT, data science provide a great alternate to engineering, and many student, many parents, they are working. In the corporates, they are most of the time they are on the phones sorting their, sorting their problem out, like whether booking a cab on phone, placing some order on Amazon, Flipkart, Mintra, or doing XYZ things. We are so used to of phone, and data is really big. We use data, and data management, data related careers are really really important these days, because if you see everything, we are dropping digital footprints across. Every time we use phone, it means we are dropping the digital footprint. So to manage those digital footprint, there are people who are required to manage data, and it is not necessarily that they are engineers. So data science and data related career could be a very great alternate to engineering. Then there are research based career like in biotechnology. Physicists are in great demand, and of course the opportunities are across the globe. Then armed forces, commercial pilot, architecture, merchant navy, and these are the also some of the uh, career option which are available. Now, what are the new age career option? Application engineer, right? Stimulation system engineers. Then gaming engineers are really required, right? India is really growing in terms of gaming as a market overall, right? Research and development engineers are required. So we actually need to come out of that box that, okay, I am, I want to do, after, if I've taken PCM, I have to do engineering, and that too only CS. Every year I come across बहुत सारे बच्चे की नहीं, मेरे को CS ही चाहिए, चाहे उसके लिए मेरे को एक सब स्टैंडर्ड कॉलेज में जाना पड़े जहाँ पे academic support is almost negligible, right? Then the exposure is not good, but they are ready to go for CS just for the fact, okay, CS मेरे को करना था और मेरे को इस कॉलेज में मिल रहा है, so I will opt for this college. Some of them will drop IIT, some of the best alternative career program, just because कि नहीं, मेरे को किसी सब स्टैंडर्ड कॉलेज में CS मिल रहा है. So we actually need to think beyond the traditional options which are available. Most of you will not be really aware that despite having humanities, you can actually go to IIT, right? I will talk about that one of the program. Irrespective of any stream, you can really land to IIT. You can pursue a bachelor program, and you can have best of the placement. In fact, at par to somebody who is actually an engineer from an IIT, right? So going forward, Big data, data science, which I have already spoken about. You have to really use the knowledge of data mining, machine learning, programming to collect big data, create pipelines. These are the new career option. Electromagnetic engineering is also there, right? Uh, of course, Android game and iOS application development is very much in. What you need is a degree in computer science. So it does not mean that you just need an engineering degree to pursue this career, right? Game Android and iOS application development, right? So you can simply have a degree in computer science or a game design. Which are the places like IITs you can go? NIT, Srish Institute of Design, NID. I will specifically talk about. NID is one of the premium institution in India and at par of best of the IITs, offers bachelor in design. Everything is a part of design. I'll come like going forward. I will discuss that. Uh, these are some of the colleges among the top institution where you can actually learn the app development and you can learn iOS application development, etc. Then, of course, data science, you really need to good at maths and statistic. If you're not really good at that, then of course you should avoid considering these careers. Uh, some of the student will say that नहीं मेरे से ना last year हो नहीं पाया, I was not well, मैं इस साल कर लूंगा. So to those student I want to tell that also define your interest and your focus towards a particular subject. If you really can't, if you are not liking a particular subject, it means there is something which is making you distance from that subject. So if you are not really good at maths, statistic, please stay away from such career, because of course you have to really deal with the numbers, high numbers in such career option. Okay, so one can even venture into automation, artificial intelligence by learning this application of statistic and data. And what are the places where you can be is like ISI, Kolkata, Bangalore, Chennai, mathematical institution. St. Stephen is a very popular college of Delhi University. These are the places which offers a program in maths and statistics, right? And then there are IIT, which offers the integrated mathematics and statistics program, right? BIT also offers some of the mathematics courses. I'll skip this quickly. Then clinical analyst, clinical informative analyst, right? Cyber is one of the very in every day. If you pick up a newspaper, you will come across some of the cyber phishing, either a big, small though is never noticed. Even people for small fraud like 2,000, 5,000, 10,000 rupees, they even don't bother to report to the police. There's a very big number across the globe. I'm not just talking about India, where the cyber frauds are getting reported. Then the people are required who can actually help the other people uh, to prevent from the cyber phishing and all, and also to kind of help them to retrieve their account. Like I've come across a lot of Insta influencer, right? Those who have substantial number of their influencer, someone will some hacker will come and they will hack their account, and then they will ask for a ransom, यानी कि फिरौती मांगते हैं कि हम आपको आपसे कुछ पैसा लेके आपका अकाउंट रिस्टोर कर देंगे, right? And there are professional agency, there are ethical hackers which are actually helping such people, such influencers, such people with big fan following or subscriber to retrieve their account. These people either they are in that profession by their choice and interest, or you can also make that choice by pursuing a degree in computer science, information technology, and computer application. This is a very, very promising career. The more we are using technology for finance, we are more, uh, uh, prone to all such, phishing and such activity where uh, we can actually have apprehension to lose the money, right? So then career option in artificial intelligence and machine learning is also there. Human interaction design, robotic research, etc. These are also some of the new age career option, right? Now, for most of the PCB student, of course, pandemic has taught us a lot, and of course, medicine is among the most preferred career choice for PCB student. Sometime I come across student who says, सर मेरा बायो में बहुत इंटरेस्ट है, सो बायो में बहुत अमेजिंग नंबर आए हैं, पेरेंट्स कह रहे हैं यू शुड बिकम अ डॉक्टर. So let me tell you, students and parents, that is not the correct parameter to choose, right? Because medicine is not just biology, right? It is much beyond your subject interest of bio, right? So you have to be very, very careful while choosing uh, PCB if you intend to go for medical. Then post-pandemic, the world's focus is again back to the healthcare, and healthcare has really become a viable career option for all of us. So research and pure science-based career options are also there, like agriculture, environment, marine. These are the other career option and have a very strong demand. Now, a popular career option is MBBS, you all know, but homeopathy also does exist, right? Ayurveda is growing like anything. I mean, being in India, we know that we have much access to Ayurveda, but even the foreign countries are opting, like Russia, US. These are the countries who are opting for Ayurveda as an alternate to the allopathy medicine. Then we have Unani, we have dental, veterinary. Now, next is pure and applied science career option. We have pure and applied science like microbiology, physics, chemistry, biomedical sciences, etc. Then what are the colleges which are there? The Indian Institute of Science, ISC Bangalore, it is very one of the very popular, right? Then Tata Institute of Fundamental Research are there, right? Now, the other career option for PCB kids, agriculture science, flavor chemistry. Flavor chemistry is required by the food processing industry. We all love eating ice cream, but somebody is actually managing the flavors, right? So we need a lot of people for the food processing industry who have done PCB. So don't think that you have taken PCB, so mainstream, medical career is the only choice. These are the other career choice like environmental science and protection technician, environmental scientist, conservative, right? So these are the alternative career option for kids who have PCB. Now let's talk about number three: neuroscientists, medical scientists, geoscientists, forensic scientists, all are required, right? Okay, now the those who are waiting for long for the career with commerce, I will quickly get into Q&A. Okay, I have some of the question from Vartika that I will answer at the end and in chat. Okay, so my team is actually helping you to answer some of the question, right? So I will continue with this presentation. Finance, compliance, and audit are the continue to be the popular option among the student. And even today, when I go to school, when I interact with the student kids, they always say कि commerce लिया है, so I will go into finance. My core interest is finance and numbers. I would love to explore that, right? Fintech, like I mentioned, that it has really disrupted the way market is working, right? And management, law, education, these are the possible alternate for the traditional job which you used to, or which the many people used to work. Now, what are the traditional career options which like we all are aware of is chartered accountancy, company secretary, right? Stockbroker, accountant, finance analyst, educator, economist, corporate lawyer, cost and management accountant. So CA, we all know, help with the taxation, financial planning, etc. Company secretary is deals with more like compliance work of the company. Stockbroker, you all know, right? uh, I come across a lot of kids who say life में अच्छा, how many of you those are kids and the parents, कितने पेरेंट्स के बच्चे ऐसे हैं जिनका एक एम है, पता नहीं है क्या करियर करना है, क्या स्ट्रीम लेना, बट बहुत पैसा कमाना है? एंड हाउ मेनी ऑफ द स्टूडेंट who really want to earn immense money? Please raise your hands. I want to see among the attendees quickly. 1, 2, 3, come on. बस इतने ही बच्चे जिनको पैसा कमाना है. Oh, now I could see more hand raised. Great. So that is really a byproduct. We first have to figure out that what we are going to do. In fact, whenever I talk about a stock broker, student who are not really good with the numbers, they will come back and say that, okay, sir, I want to really try my hand into finance. I want to learn the stock market, how I can invest. It is very, very important for somebody who's really keen to get into stock market to read graphs, understand the matrix, right? So if you can't do that, then it is really, really difficult. वो fantasize तो बहुत करता है कि we can really make a good money. But for that, you need to have some sort of great analytical skills, right? Great mathematical and statistical skills, जिससे आप ग्राफ्स को और कंपनी के फाइनेंसेस को रीड कर पाओ और एंटिसिपेट कर पाओ, राइट? If not that, then you should, so explore something else. Then accountant, finance analyst, educator, economist, corporate lawyer is very different from a regular lawyer, which you must have seen in Jolly LLB and some of the Indian movie. Generally, I come across kids who will resonate law as a career with some of the Indian movies which they have seen on the big screen or on the OTT. So corporate lawyer is very, very different, right? And very promising career option. Cost and management accountant is again a very promising career option, right? Uh, okay, what are the new age career option? Insolvency professional. कंपनी स्टार्टर्स बहुत जल्दी से बढ़ रहे हैं, उतनी जल्दी से कम भी हो रहे हैं, राइट? बंद भी हो रहे हैं. यू मस्ट हैव सीन लाइक यू all of you may know about Byju's, right? Abhi BCCI has gone to NCLT for insolvency proceedings against the Byju. So insolvency professional are being appointed by one of the nodal agency or the quasi judicial agency called NCLT. जब भी कोई कंपनी बंद हो रही होती है, then it become the responsibility of or are in the deep financial crisis and somebody else other than management has to look into that company. So NCLT appoints the IP professional, insolvency professional. Then actuarial science is one of the promising career, but again, you need to really be strong at maths and statistics because again, you have to calculate the risk. So जितना भी risk assessment होता है वो एक actuary करता है. So जितनी भी insurance companies है, बैंक है, जहाँ पे लोन, जहाँ पे risk का कोई भी काम है, वहां पे एक्चुरियल साइंसेस प्रोफेशनल्स की रिक्वायरमेंट होती है. बिजनेस एनालिस्ट, सैप कंसल्टेंट, सप्लाई चेन मैनेजमेंट. सप्लाई चेन मैनेजमेंट को हम एक प्रॉमिसिंग करियर में बहुत सारे लोगों से बात करता हूं, दे डू नॉट कंसिडर, बट टुडे इफ यू सी यू आर ऑर्डरिंग इन, आई मीन इन अ वन सिंगल डे every household in a tier 1 city generally receive 1 to 2 order. Who manage that entire stock? Who anticipate that this stock is required at that time? How the distribution system will work, how the supply chain will work, is a supply chain manager, people who are working in the domain of supply chain. So it is very, very important and a promising career option, and you can consider one. Project management, cost estimator, and compliance officer are some of the new age career option for the commerce student. Now, career with humanities, as I said before, infinite career pathways and next generation job thrive amongst humanity education. So what are these career? Let's quickly talk about, see, the slide is full of career: cartographers, biomedical animator, social work, public relation, advertiser, journalist, psychologist, legal, economist, designer, etc. Right? So there are so many career options which exist with humanities. In fact, if I go to next slide, then we have some of the add-on career like lawyer, judiciary, right? So these are the career options which one can do irrespective of any stream. And of course, student with humanities can go for all such career option. UX, UI designer, right? The screen which you can see right now during the course of this presentation is part of your, user experience or user interface. UI UX designer. You can actually pursue, like in the beginning, I said that you can land to IIT without having sciences or without, pursuing BTech, right? So what is that? Bachelor in design. So you can write an exam called UCEED, UCEED, and you can actually pursue design as a career from the IITs, right? So UI UX is, subset of design. Then there are more design career like ceramic design, product design, graphic design, interior design, and accessories design. So there are actually apparel design. So there are so many domain in design. So watch, laptop, mobile, shirt, everything you see with your naked eyes is a part of design, right? So design is a very, very great career option which one can consider, right? Basis if they have a right aptitude, personality, and interest for that, right? Library information science, cartographer, and biomedical animators. These are the other career options which are available. Now, like what should we do? We know marks are not the good indicator in the career and the good career, like I said. assessment actually, so just assessment will not help, right? You need to choose a tool which can actually help you to evaluate your potential, uh, to learn and to perform really good in your career. So, you need to have a written plan in place, right? We all have different aptitude, personality and interest, and that what's make us very unique. you know Generally I come across the students who say, I am really inspired by one of my cousin. He's doing CA and he's earning really well. He's driving a fancy car. He has recently purchased a fancy house. So these are the parameter which actually influence us. But are we really sure whether the aptitude or the career planning framework is similar for both of us? If we talk about the aptitude, personality, interest is same as my cousin, or it is different. So generally three of these parameter makes you the unique personality or the unique talent, right? So you should not really follow the peer or follow your some of the elder just basis on the success they have achieved or the success which they are achieving, right? uh, then what makes us unique is our potential, our exclusive abilities. So, what is there? So you have to basically identify your aptitude. You have to basically prioritize what you should do, and you should have a plan in place. So we have a mechanism to do that. What you can do is like, there is a scientific tool available to assess that how you can identify your subject, and you can align your subject with your long-term career goal. So there is a tool which is available called psychometric assessment. So it's a good 30 to 40 minutes assessment. I will not call it test, because test is something where you are given some of the marks. So आपको कुछ पास फेल होता है, कुछ प्लस माइनस पॉइंट्स होते हैं. असेसमेंट में नहीं होता ऐसा. असेसमेंट में simply you are going to attempt a psychometric assessment where you will answer some of the question, and basis on the report the counselor can help you choose your right subject is one. And second, your careers also. Some of the kids will say कि हमारे खुद के कुछ career aspiration है, then we have provision for that also. So let's suppose you mention your 3 to 4 career. So the assessment will actually tell you that you have a high match with your career, or you have a moderate match or a low match with the career you are inspiring to do, or what are the most suitable career option for you to pursue in your life. So that all can be assessed with the help of a small test, and the cost of the test is not really high. I think it is lesser than the cost you spend on a movie weekend, right? Or maybe 3 4x if you go for a small breakfast or a lunch. You end up spending more, 4 time or 5 time of that. So what we can do is we can help you with one of the assessment. After doing that assessment, we will share your report in 48 hours, the report of psychometric assessment. And followed by that, you will get to interact with one of our career counselor who will actually help you to understand that report, and will understand you and will help you understand the what sort of subject you should choose, and are these aligned with your long-term career goal or not. Or they can also help you to understand that which are the list of the careers where you can really excel well, looking at your aptitude, personality and interest. So this is what I supposed to share today, and there could be actually much more, but of course we have the time foundation, right? So today with this, if anyone has any question, I am almost done with this. These are the contact detail, and this is my personal number. In case you want to know anything, if you think that I can help you one to one, I can help you personally to understand your skill set, aptitude, personality, right? And can help you choose the right subject, or I can help you in choosing a right career. You can definitely reach out to me. These are the number. This is the number and contact detail of email ID ritesh@ryarpro.com.